The major aspect of it was really looking at my community and saying, what more can I add to it? Let me create a work that speaks to the plight of this community. And having been a denizen of a place for about 16, almost 17 years now, you know, this is my neighborhood.
My mother, she was a Black history teacher at Linden McKinley High School. And even though we never lived in the area, it was always kind of true to the heart.
My background is in dance and choreography, and I wanted to be able to do a visual and to work with visual artists along with this. So I have a good friend, Monica Scott, who is part of a quilting bee, Kuumba, and I'm like, hey, what if we collaborated on this? What if we, you know, did some history and some searching out of the Linden community?
I'm always curious about patterns, number one. I'm always curious too about evolutions of communities, and I can see the movement that's happening in that community.
Read about the changing demographics of the neighborhood.
It was a very universal topic and subject that just, I think it's worth bringing more awareness to.
They went strategically through the neighborhood, did a beautiful research component on this as well, you know, to make sure that they were historically accurate as they were building this. And I was amazed by the fact that they did this concept board, and then they did renderings, and then they did, okay, this is how the final execution was going to look like. So you had these steps that they were following, and as a dancer, it's the same process. Denim soft, cotton thick came from a exploration when I was working with choreography, when I was pulling the pieces together. What does this movement mean to me? How is it gonna make sense? But then the fabric component tugged at my heart. Denim
is a fabric that can be soft.
You know, it's rugged.
It takes on a different characteristic. It kind of changes texture.
It's actually very durable.
Denim soft, cotton thick. I have memories of my own family. I think of quilt making. Our lives are soft and thick.
It was the repurposing and the reconstitution of those things that were old and that served their purpose, and flipping that so that it served an even greater purpose.
And so life can be thick for people of color, but you know, having a soft place is the balance that we need in order to maintain hope, to maintain peace, to decrease anxiety, and to get the energy to just keep pressing forward.
So we were able to push it out, and we were awarded this opportunity. And from there, we crafted the narrative, and we put it all together to curate a show that not only gives you the visual work of the fabric artist, but it also gives you the movement construct from my vein. What I hope to gain that people get from looking at this is that collaboration is the key.
The second thing is like thinking about people who are going to look upon it and what emotions or thoughts will it elicit from them.
Solidarity is not a suffrage that we all have to endure. And that is the most exciting thing, when you finally realize that people's process is aligned with yours. And some of these quilters have never been to Linden. This Linden project, I may not live there, but I know of it. This is familiar to me.
It's important that we document our story.
We have to make something that represents who we are and what we want remembered about us, in order to, you know, for folks to know you were here.
Their final presentation is a demonstration of the work and the time and the prayer that's put into making it happen.
That if we don't tell our own story, it's going to be told totally different, or it's going to be wiped out and not told at all.
And so it's not a literal, you know, we're about to see a whole denim show. That's not what this is. It's not what this is. This is about texture, this is about fabric, and this is about the opportunity that gives us to expand our thinking.